What's up, guys? So yesterday was Christmas and it was a very happy day for many people, but a sad day for Archeage and a lot of the PvPers in Archeage because castle sieges happened and also castle claiming on the fresh start servers. So a lot of you are probably confused on this, as XL Games Try and Worlds specifically said that there was going to be sieges going on, but they didn't say anything about the castle claiming on the fresh start servers, and they kind of made it sound like fresh start servers were not going to have castle claiming at all because there was no announcement, no nothing, and then there's still a lot of issues going on with the servers, disconnects, queues, and so forth. So what happened, and what is the system is that you need to get these faction bases, these East and West faction bases, up to tier 3 version. So we're currently at tier 2 version on our Harani base right here. We require 2,805 more trade packs to actually build this up and to complete it. Once it gets to rank 3, you can actually craft the Purifying Archeage pack, which is required to claim a castle. It's not that simple to craft that pack though. The pack is actually very, very expensive and hard to build. It requires a lot of specialty things. So it requires 100 of the Anya Ignants. These guys require 50,000 mining because that's where you get the Anya Pebbles. And then you need the smelter. So you have to build a lot of contraptions before you can actually get these things. Plus you need 20,000 metalwork, which is the least of your worries. Then you also need a lot of prestige points, which is gained from guild activities. So 50 blood archeum crystals. And this is probably the reason why multiple castles weren't really claimed by the same guild. It's quite hard to get this amount of prestige points in order to get the 50 blood archeum. So then that creates a trade pack. And this trade pack, the workbench, it spawns when supposedly you actually have to give the workbench 20 Rising Star stone bundles, which is a lot of Rising Star stone bundles. So Rising Star requires 10 sturdy stone, 5 mysterious garden powder, rough polish, and you needed 20 of these guys to activate the workbench. Once the workbench is activated, it supposedly stays around for several hours and then it disappears. This all happens on Sunday only, and yesterday was Sunday, yesterday was Christmas, and this actually activated on 2 of the 3 fresh start servers. The only fresh start server that actually did not activate was Vengeance. So I currently play on Vengeance, and that's the reason that I didn't make any announcements about this, is because I didn't really expect any of the fresh start servers to be this far along in the castle building process. Because getting this base to tier 3, as you can see, is going to take a long time. Currently, yesterday, this was at around 3,300 that was required to actually get it to level 3. So we've only given it 500 packs in one day. So, because the packs can only be given by players that are level 50. And then those packs, they have to be done over in the housing area. They require a lot of Starlight Archeum dust, and they're kind of like your guild prestige packs. The packs are created over here, you bring them over here, and again, you have to be level 50 to do that. So didn't thinking that it was going to be active this fast. The bases on Reckoning just hit tier 3 like that same day, like that day in the morning. On Sunday morning, they just hit tier 3, very, very close, both of them. They were rushing like crazy to get those things up to tier 3 so they could claim the castles. And then since the EU server's prophecy was actually a little bit ahead of us, I mean, they've had about 2 days extra playtime compared to the North American servers. Those guys were, I mean, they were tier 3 already. They were ready to go. And, yeah, so I honestly didn't expect us to be there because we were nowhere near it. I mean, next Sunday here on Vengeance, we're going to have castle claiming going on. So make sure that you get your packs ready. You can steal the packs from other players. You once again then take that giant egg, which is the trade pack that costs a lot of money, and you take it to one of the zones and you claim them on the Archeum Lodestone. There's several different areas where you can actually claim them. And the reason this is a big, massive deal and why a lot of people are now calling for rollbacks and such is because once these castles are claimed, all the land is claimable on here. So you can claim land instantly. And Sun Gold Fields should be active, as should be Eklanch. These are the 2 new zones, so you got 6 areas that castles can be claimed on, and then all the land is active. And these lands are actually going to be the most valuable lands in the Fresh Start servers because of the regrade Brazers being so expensive, and pretty much the only way to get sun points and moon points and star points is through these regrade Brazers. This is a very, very in-demand land, and this is going to be the land that people are just killing for. People are already shouting and trying to buy Diamond Shores land for that same reason, is that it's close-ish to the land here where they can transfer over those materials, those trade packs needed to actually harvest those regrade Brazers. So, with that being said, there's also a lot of glitches in the system still. The egg is supposed to disappear when you log off. Like, if you log off, you're supposed to kind of lose the egg, or the egg will disappear. But once you create the egg actually sticks around for 6 days, and it gets reset with, like, disconnects and server offlines, and you can actually log off with the egg. So, you can claim a castle. Someone claimed a castle, I believe on North American's reckoning, sometime, like, late Sunday night / early Monday morning, like 3 a.m. Monday morning, something like crazy like that, and they claimed a castle when really not many people were online. So those things are really unfair, and it shouldn't have been allowed, and they supposedly have learned from their mistakes, but obviously they're making the same mistakes over and over again. And once again, with the land being so valuable and so important, this stuff should not have happened. When there's queues, when there's disconnects, when there's errors, people were saying that they created the pack and then they got disconnected and they couldn't log back in, and they were stuck in a queue because they got, you know, knocked off the game server and they didn't keep their base in game. There's so many errors and so many issues. So they probably won't do anything whatsoever about this, but that is a lot of the rage and the feedback going on right now. This is what happened. Aurora launch, official launch, so many mistakes with these launches that caused so much player angst and anger and hatred at Tryon Worlds, and they lose a lot of players because this is simply not fair to those players that are trying to get castles, trying to compete, and trying to be, you know, hardcore PvP guild here. Anyway, guys, what do you think about this? I will talk to you guys later. That is the castle building process, or castle claiming process. And yeah, good luck, guys. Good luck next Sunday for all of us on Vengeance. I will see you there.